Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the stream. My name is Mike D'Angelo, aka That Tellest Guy. We are here with our third game of Quantum Quest Live. We've got 3 new players here, and a 4th one who is trying to get some vengeance on some of these dungeon chambers. Let's take a real quick look at the players that are going to be joining us today. We have got Beth Connor, who is our first player. She has got 2 mages and a warrior. She's got Aurel, who is going to reveal some rooms as he makes his way through. Straka, who to start counts as a warrior in addition to a mage, and Jindra Kithis, who's a high health warrior. We've got Brandon Collier, who is playing with another 3 ability-laden characters. He's got Elmera Lightdasher. So Brandon, I'm going to have to ask you in the beginning whether or not you want that extra 5 spaces to start with. Virgil, who is a character that doesn't have a class of his own, but he can use his health to buy chambers instead of having to use that precious mana. And he counts as a thief and a cleric at this point in the game. Pyfa is a cleric that when she dies, Brandon can decide whether he wants to move to the entrance of the dungeon without collecting 2 mana. That's really nice if you're like at the very end or like in the middle and there's a lot of tough chambers that you want to make your way through without any problems. And we got Steve Drew, who is our 3rd player. He's got 2 warriors and a thief. Nothing hugely special about them except they're pretty high health. I think Steve's got the 2nd most health out of everybody. That Nerdy Kev and Pickledorf have decided to make sure that I'm waterboarding myself right there in the beginning of the game. And then we got Rihanna, who is trying to redeem herself from last week's game, or 2 weeks ago's game. She had not gotten a single chamber, but she's looking to try and make a better appearance this time around. She's got 2 mages and a warrior, no special abilities, kind of right in the middle there, health kind of situation. Eldon's got a decent amount of health, and the 2 mages, they're not as squishy as they could be, so that's a good thing. But we're going to get things going, so we're going to look at the board real quick, and let's take a look at our players, because we have to choose who's going first by the thief. And I think we have 2 people who have thieves. Brandon, you've got the first thief, and Steve, you've got the 2nd thief. The thief with the most health goes first. So Brandon, you're going to be the one that goes first. As we mentioned before, Elmera does have that ability where you can decide early on whether or not you want to add 5 to your first dice roll. Is that something that you'd want to do?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Alrighty, so go ahead and hit that dice roller. We should see that on the screen over here. Alright, so you got an 8, and we're going to start off running. You are our 2nd player, and we're going to grab your tile, and we're going to move you 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And let's check out that chamber legend real quick. That is chamber 14 that we're going to unveil for you. So this is a thief chamber. So this is a chamber that you can buy. If you didn't buy it with 2 mana, you'd have to take 1 damage for one of your adventures, and then we would have you just roll the dice again, and we would just pick the left die, and then you would figure out whether or not you're rolling 3 or lower or 4 or higher, and then move that many spaces in whichever direction. So, sir, you have to make a decision. Do you want to spend 2 of your 9 mana to buy that chamber?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Okie dokie. So we're going to go to the token layer, throw that over here, and we're going to take you down to 7. So let's head up here, and we're going to go back to the board. Oop, that would be good if we fit that in there. So next up, Steve, we're going to go with you. So go ahead and hit that dice roller.
Okay.
All right, so you got double 1s, so you're going to land right here on this 3rd chamber, and we're going to give you an extra mana real quick because you rolled doubles, and then we're going to unveil this chamber. So let's see what we got. This ought to be chamber 3. So this is Fiery Illumination. This is a cleric chamber. I don't believe that you have a cleric. This is deal 1 damage to 2 adventurers, reveal the cards before and after Fiery Illumination if they have not already been revealed. So let's take a real quick look at your cards. You do have warriors and thieves. Unfortunately, no It would help if I was hitting the right buttons. Unfortunately, no clerics, so you are going to take damage in this case. You are the one who decides who's going to get these 2 damage. So 2 of your adventurers take a damage each. So you've got Keitha with 8, Durza with 4, and Carmela with 7.
Yeah, the 2 warriors.
Okay. Do.
Although I think Beth said she would take them.
She's going to take the damage for you? All right, we got something a little funny to try here. Let's see if this comes through all right. There we go. Oh, thanks for the sub, Kev. All right, let's go back to the board real quick. And we actually have to unveil the chambers surrounding Fiery Illumination. So you could have landed on Mana Stream, which would have given you another mana, or you could have, well, you couldn't really have landed on Demon Door, but a hype train was started. Thanks for the sub, Brandon. We've got Demon Door, which is another one of those really nasty cards that we have from our Torture Chambers set. And that one it does a lot of damage. It does 2 damage to one of your adventurers, and the player ends up moving forward 5 spaces where they would have to trigger the effect that they landed on. Alright, Matt is... I gotta turn these things off. Matt is telling me that I need to put a hat on. I have my hat downstairs. No one's gonna see this anyway, but I'm gonna put my headphones just on top of my head like it's a headband. Alright, let's get over to Rihanna and see what the first roll of her game looks like. Rihanna, would you like to hit that dice roller?
I would like to not immediately die.
Alright, we got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to be looking at Chamber 7. So I don't believe you have a thief chamber or a thief in your party. So you immediately are going to take some damage. So one adventurer takes 2 damage, and then next turn you're going to have to roll a 5 or higher to get away from this chamber. Now last time you did get around the board a few times. I'm going to laugh really hard if you don't make it past one roll of the...
More because there was like a potential for a mulligan, and I was like, no.
I don't need a mulligan.
I don't need that. Fate has decided.
So we've got Narala, Onyx, and Eldon. Someone has to take 2 damage.
We're gonna go with 2 damage to Narala.
Okay.
They're mage anyway.
Okay, so let's do another. This one was... Which one was this one? This was a thief chamber. It was a spider. Let's do something a little fun here. Okay.
Spiders.
I do have a spider transition in my my. I didn't buy it specifically for you because I knew you were playing today.
Thank you.
All right, Beth, we are up to you. Let's see where you end up at the end of this first run. Oh, as far as you can go, and we got doubles.
I'm going.
Let's handle those doubles first. So we're going to give you an extra mana, and then let's head over to up here. I don't know why, but it wants to select instead of move. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So just a little further away from where Brandon was, and that should be chamber 13. Now, you might have got worse than Rihanna, but you're actually okay because you landed on a curse. A curse is a chamber that you can't buy. But in this case, the curse doesn't really do anything to you because you didn't have a chamber to lose. Destruction is a card where the player loses the closest of the chambers that they own, and if it's within 3 spaces from their party to this card, one of their adventurers takes 2 damage. So as far as curses go, this was the best situation that you could have found yourself in.
Okay, I'll take it.
There you go. Alright, so let's try and... I want to see... Let's go over to your page, Beth, and then let's see... Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what projects you might have going on?
I always have like 100 projects going on, but right now my focus is on my Wolf Grove Media stuff.
and I'm in the process of doing an anthology. Kind of the goal of that company and this project is to give new authors the opportunity, like, it's kind of a jumping off point. And we do fun themed anthologies. This one's going to tie in with a podcast, and
When you're talking about like all the projects that you work on, it really is like a tremendous amount of things that you work on. It's not like one or two things. Like, you are your own like media conglomerate.
I am. And that's why I chose media for my company name. So the company is Wolf Road Media, but I do the podcast, I do the writing, and I've done audiobook narration. I can't stop at one thing.
Right. Now, we did talk about the risk of not cutting people off, because we all have a lot of very creative people here, and we could talk forever, and I want to try and avoid that if we can. But certainly, if you want, in the stream, you can drop a line to any of your media projects or anything like that, and we'll talk a little bit more about this at the end of the game as well, just to get more information out there about the stuff that you're into. All right, so we are on to our second round of the game. So let's go on to the board. We're going to... Oh, it would help if I was actually hitting Photoshop. And Brandon, let's have you roll again. All right, we got doubles again. So we are moving you forward 6. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost to the end. So we know which chamber we need to unlock here. We've got Disintegration Field, which is a spell chamber for mages. So this is another, unfortunately, it's going to be something that you're not going to be able to get. This is a 4-mana card. The adventurer and the player's party with the lowest HP takes 1 damage. If the adventurer dies, the player immediately rolls and moves again. So you're not going to have to spend 4 mana, but we are going to have to deal some damage somewhere. Because you have 2 characters who have 5, you're going to be able to pick which one takes the damage, or you'll notice that Pyfa has this little blue circle on her card. That's because she's a cleric. She can negate a damage point 1 time. So if you want, you can use that now, or you can save that for later if you'd like.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use it now.
Okay, so we're going to go up to the token layer, and I'm just going to delete that out. We'll move on ahead. So as far as damage chambers could have gone, not super bad just yet. Steve, let's head over to... Where did we end up here? We're going to go here, and let's have you roll those dice, sir. All right, so we're going to go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got another chamber that we're going to be showing off here. Let's see. What am I looking at? So we're going to be unlocking chamber 10. Gelatinous Cube. So that is a thief chamber, and you do have a thief, and you definitely have enough mana to buy it. So this is a 4-mana chamber. If you weren't going to buy it, you'd have to choose one. One adventurer takes 1 damage, and the player loses their next turn. Or one adventurer takes 2 damage, and next turn the player can't capture runes. So, Steve, what are you thinking? Would you like to spend 4 mana to buy this chamber?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Let's take it.
So we're going to throw that token on there so everybody knows that that's yours. And we're going to head down here and drop you down to 6 mana. Okay, and we're going to fit to the screen. And Rihanna, let's try and see if you can roll out of that spider web.
Oh goodness. Wait, so is it like a dice has to be 5 or it has to be more than 5?
More than 5 total. We're not trying to keep people in the same chamber forever. But you're in that same chamber.
Oh my god.
All right, so Rihanna, you got 2, 4, and 6. Someone's taken 2 more damage.
Kill the first one.
Kill Narala. All right, let's do another one of these real quick. Okay. All right, Beth. Let's see how far you go. You know what? I'm also realizing that we have a chamber that Orail should have unveiled, so we're going to put that open and we'll look at that a little bit later if we need to. But you're free to roll whenever you'd like.
Okay.
All right, so we got another 3 for you. So 1, 2, 3. We're actually going to unveil all 3 of these. So we got, and that's because you've got that one character who, when they move about, they can see things. So you've got a mage. You've actually got 2 mages. So you can buy this chamber. It's the cheapest chamber that we have on the board right now. This is Arcane Imp. 1 adventurer takes 1 damage. If the adventurer dies, the player loses 1 mana. So you can spend a mana if you'd like, and then this bit of real estate in the dungeon will be all yours.
Excellent. I will.
Alrighty, so we're going to throw that there. And let me make sure that I take that mana away. Okay, and let's fit the screen. So Steve, let's go over to your character page and let's talk about... Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. I meant Brandon. Brandon, let's talk about what you've got going on.
Really, the things that I've been working on right now is mostly just art from conventions that I've been going to. I actually have a children's book that I wrote as well last year called Ferdinand the Gnome Knight, and that was pretty well received, at least from the people that I know that actually bought it and read it. So I have that at conventions with me, always working on different things of art. Streamed yesterday just randomly to work on some stuff.
So, Brandon, let me ask real quick. I know that, like, when we were looking at each other's tables and stuff at the last convention that we went to, you were getting pretty, like, deep into stickers and everything. How are those going for you these days?
I have so many stickers. I want to say I have close to probably 90 now. So, like, I've definitely expanded that. I actually have, like, a little turntable 2-tier tower that you can spin around, you know, just for the fun of it, or you can look at the stickers.
We got to talk about getting you, like, a sticker club or something if you don't already have it.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for being here. We'll see how you fare in this dungeon. We'll see if maybe we can get some more sticker inspiration for you as you're dodging traps and spells and stuff like that. Let's head into the dungeon again and let's see what more you can do as you pass this entrance. Let's have you roll the dice one more time. So we've got 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just past where Rihanna is. Let's make sure that we give you your 2 mana. So you're up to 10. And then we're going to come up here to the chambers, and I believe that this is chamber 8. So this is Gorgon's Gaze. You do not have a mage, so you are going to take damage in this room. But let's head in and see what it is. Similar to Iron Silk Spider, Gorgon's Gaze is another one that kind of traps you in this room until you can roll a little bit beyond. So this is 2 adventurers take 1 damage, and then the next turn you'd have to roll a 5 or higher. So what you can do here is determine with your adventures which ones are going to take a damage each.
Let's do Virgil and Haifa.
Okay. Sounds good. And then we'll see if you can roll a 5 or a higher next time. Let's go over to Steve. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Give me 1 second, Steve. I got your token on your player layer, and I need to throw that on the card itself. But Steve, you rolled a 3. So let's walk you forward. 1, 2, 3. Now, Beth was the first one to land on this cursed chamber. And she was just basically giving us the layout of what this was going to do. But she was doing it so that she could rub it in your face that you're the one who actually landed in it. So this one was the player loses the closest of the chambers that they own. Now, of course, just last turn, you had gotten this lovely gelatinous cube chamber over here. And as luck would have it... Where is this?
I lost it.
You lost it.
That's right. I was going to send it after Beth anyway.
So, now, in addition to that, because this curse is so mean, one of your adventurers is going to take 2 damage as well. So we've got Keitha, Durza, and Carmela. One of them has to take 2 damage.
Oh, let's give it to Keitha.
Okay, so she's going to be down
She's
to
off.
5. Alrighty. And Rihanna, let's see if you can get out of the spider web.
Yay, double
profile.
There you go. All right, let's move you first, and then we'll put the mana in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a cleric chamber. I do not believe you have a cleric, so once again, no good news for Rihanna. Well, you got a mana, so that's good. Now, you know what? This is a little bit of good news, because Ironbark Grove is one of our torture chambers, and it's meant to be, if you're playing with a full party of 5 adventurers, which is our standard game, one of those adventurers would die right away. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have 5 adventurers, but you are going to deal 2 damage to one of your adventurers. So we've got... You know what? I forgot. Let's disappear Nirala so that we don't get distracted.
Let's do 2 to Warrior.
2 to Eldon.
Yeah.
I hear the sadness in your voice. All right, Beth, let's see where we can take you on this dungeon. All right, we got 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you actually just found yourself in Mana Stream, which we'll zoom in real quick. The player gains 1 mana. So this is one of the nicest cards that we have. So in addition to the 2 that you get for passing the entrance, you got another one. So you are flush with mana at this point. So now I can go over to Steve. So Steve, let's head over to your character page, and then what can you tell us about yourself, Steve?
Well, I'm also an author. I write short stories. Some of them will be released in the upcoming book that Beth was talking about. And otherwise, I'm a voice on a lot of podcasts.
There we go. Now, how do you and Beth know each other? or are we keeping it secret?
No, we're married. So pretty much that's the author thing too. When she says, "Write," I write.
Right. We're trying to figure out like which one of you is in charge.
When it comes to writing, that's probably her.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for
She
being
does a
here.
lot for her community. Yep. So I just help out.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let's head over to Brandon. Let's see if you can roll that 5 or higher to get out of the statue that the Gorgons put you into. All right. So 6. You just managed to get out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you landed in your own chamber. So 2 really good things happened for you just there, and let's rejoice in that while we can. Steve, we're over to you now. So let's see how far you get in the dungeon. We got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is that disintegration field. This is a mage chamber. I can't remember. No mage. So this one is the one where it's the adventurer and the player's party with the lowest HP takes 1 damage. So we don't have to make any choices, I don't think. Yep, so Durz is going to take a damage. If she would have died, you would have immediately rolled again, which could have its benefits, sometimes maybe not.
Yeah.
Speaking
Not on
of
this board, it seems.
right. All right, speaking of people with no benefits, Rihanna.
It's so brutal, the dungeon master today.
Right.
Right.
All right, that's a big hefty roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wait.
6,
Oh, that was so bad.
Oh man! You know what? What's gonna end up happening is Rihanna is going to insist on playing like every single game that we do, and it's gonna be like South Park's Kenny, like every single game. She's gonna get like no real estate on the board.
This is genuinely soul crushing, considering it's the second time
In a row.
in a row.
All right, Rihanna. Who's taking 2 damage? Onyx or Eldon?
2 to the mage.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So here's well, you know what? No, I'm gonna let you make your own choices. Beth,
Yeah.
Beth, let's see where you move to.
Your choices.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so you are 3 away from your gargoyle, which you just lost. So you're going to take a little bit of damage. So that curse is rearing its ugly head a lot. So one of your adventurers is going to take 2 damage. So you've got a 3, a 5, and a 7.
Let's take it off the 7 off of Jinjara.
Okay. All right, and then Rihanna, let's head to your character page. Tell us a little bit about you.
I'm a 2-time loser of AutoFlex. But I won't be salty about it, but I definitely will be. On and on.
Hey, I will say this, Rihanna, like, there's one person who has a chamber on the board right now.
Okay, but that still doesn't make me a student.
There's still time. There's still time.
I'm really bad at this, but I'm the wife. I've been with the Tele world for the past 13 years, pulling the strings behind the scenes. Okay. I'm the creator of Weird Witch Wands, which are under the Telus umbrella, which are handmade wands that I carve, sculpt, and paint. They have crystals because our house is literally covered in crystals because I'm that kind of weirdo. Our dogs are more famous than we'll ever be. They have a TikTok called Tales of Telus, Tails, and our one dog Luna is so ridiculous and so vocal. Her and Michael together are just absolutely absurd, and one of their videos just got up to 6.1 billion views, so that's cool. And we also wrote a children's book that we were able to publish last year called How to Be a Wizard. It's available on Amazon, and it's super cute.
Yep. We definitely need to throw that on the Etsy store. We're just really bad about getting ahead of things that we've talked about doing a billion times. Let's see.
That's like the end of my spiel because I'm sad.
It was the end of your spiel because it had to be.
It was the end because I chose.
I chose to make it the end. All right, Brandon. Let's see where you end up in this this dungeon after your roll. All right, so we got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're going to end up at the entrance. We've been playing over the last 2 games. If you land directly in the entrance, you get a bonus mana for landing there. So we're going to keep up with that house rule. So Brandon, you are at 13. For some reason, the dice gods are heavily in Brandon's favor. I feel like you've taken, what, like 3 damage thus far? And again, you are the only person with real estate on the board right now.
Which has just been jinxed.
Right. That's very true. I said it, not you, so you might be safe. All right, Steve, let's see where you end up. We got 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a chamber that we haven't seen yet. Let's real quick before I forget, because I feel like my grasp on that kind of stuff is fleeting. Let's give you your mana.
I also asked because I forgot. Did Steve have a yellow token on the, or was that taken away because of a curse?
Oh, that was the
Yeah,
curse. Yeah, the
certainly.
gelatinous cube. Yeah, we were making fun early on. Beth was the one who landed on it first, but it was just to rub it in Steve's face when he ended up landing on it.
She takes away all my toys.
All right, so we are in Chamber 5. This is an acid pit. I think you still have a thief, right? Yep. Durza is still alive and kicking. We've got acid pit, which is a torture chamber off of Spike Pit that we had in our original set. So this is one adventure, takes 1 damage. The player's party may not move until, again, same kind of concept as the spider, the Iron Silk Spider and the Gorgon's Lair. You would need to roll a 5 or higher. If the player fails to move, 1 adventure takes 1 damage. If the player is a thief, add 1 to their roll. So a little bit easier than the other ones. You do have the requisite mana in order to buy this if you'd like to.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we'll throw that token on there, and we'll take away 3 mana. Okay, Rihanna, we need a 5 or higher.
Oh my god. Woo!
Woo! Alright. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you landed in the curse chamber. But guess what?
I don't have any room.
You don't have any rooms, so we're in good shape. All right, Beth, let's head over to you. Just moving 3, so 1, 2, 3. So you do have a mage, and this is a mage chamber. This is, I think, the one that you had earlier.
I'm gonna buy it back.
There we go. So let's throw that token on the Arcane Imp. And let's take away 1 mana. Lucky 13, maybe. So we're done. We're done talking to y'all, so let's just keep on rolling. So, Brandon, go ahead and take us out of the entrance. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your turn to land on Iron Silk Spider, but for the first time, we have someone who's landed there that can actually buy it. So this one is 3 mana, and again, if you don't buy it, you're going to have to roll a 5 next turn.
Nope, I'm buying it right now.
Alrighty. So let's go to the token layer, throw that on there real quick, and then we'll take away 3 mana, bringing you back down to 10. Steve, you are up next. We got doubles, so I'll have to remember that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Now, the good news is you didn't end up taking damage from that curse this time. So, yes, you gained a mana, but you lost a chamber. But the way that things are going, we'll see another chance to get that chamber later. Rihanna.
Oh boy.
I think I can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you have a mage. And you definitely have the mana.
I do.
Rihanna, you have got a room for the first time across 3 weeks of play.
Hooray!
Are you buying this chamber?
Yes, of course.
Yes! Alright, so we are down to 10 mana. Not the worst thing. And Beth will move over to you. 7 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's give you your 2 mana real quick before I forget. And you landed in Fiery Illumination, which is a cleric chamber. You do not have a cleric in your party, so you are going to be taking some damage. This one was deal 1 damage to 2 adventurers. So we'll come down here and you will be able to decide who is taking that damage.
Let's do Straka and Jindara.
Okay. Bringing you to 3, 4, and 4. Alright, moving on. Brandon, let's see if you're getting... Oh, you don't have to roll a 5 or higher. You own this chamber. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to land you in Plague Rat Den. This is one that can be bought by any class. So you do have the prerequisite class, so to speak, and you do have the mana. If you didn't buy it, 2 adventurers would take 1 damage each.
Let's just buy it.
Alrighty. Let's take away 2 mana. So you are definitely the slum lord of this game.
That's what it feels like after just buying a rat nest.
Right. Alright, there's Steve. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A chamber that we have not seen yet. This one is Mana Sap, which is another curse. I think the game is trying to figure out which one of you or Rihanna it likes least. So this is, when the player lands on this chamber, they lose 3 mana. If they have no mana or run out due to the effects of this card, one of their adventurers takes 1 damage. So we are down to 3. Not a nice dungeon to you tonight, Steve.
Nope.
Rihanna, let's see if it's nicer to you. Alright, we got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another new chamber, but real quick, like I said, I'm starting to... My mind is not the steel trap it once was, so let's give you the mana first. And then let's come up to our chambers, and this one is chamber 9, I believe? Yep. So, no cleric. Rihanna,
Oh.
Deal 1 damage to an adventurer of every available class. So let's zoom in on your... Oops, sorry, that's the wrong one. Zoom in on your characters and deal a damage each. Onyx did one little favor for you and got you that one chamber. We'll see if you make it through a lot of this game, or if you just haunt that one chamber and that be it.
I tell you what.
All right, Beth.
Oh, what's what?
Ooh, double sixes. All right, I actually have to move in a little bit. That would help. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have landed on Brandon's rats. Let's give you the mana real quick before I forget. And now, I think this is the first time that someone's landed on a chamber that somebody else owned. So Brandon, this one is 2 adventurers take 1 damage, so you are the one who decides which of these adventurers take that damage.
Ah.
Oh.
Let's do Straka and Jandara.
Someone,
Would be nice.
someone is a benevolent
Oh.
slumlord. Alrighty.
I'm
So
not in this to hurt people's feelings.
Alrighty. Brandon, it is your turn to move. We got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you are the proud recipient of 3 mana. And let's move on to Steve.
6.
Doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have landed yourself in the Archlich's Lair. I don't believe... No cleric. So let's give you your 2 mana first before I forget. Head back over to that Archlich's Lair. That one was the one where every one of your character classes, someone's going to take a damage. So you do have the 2 warriors, so you'll have to pick between the 2 warriors which one of them is going to take the damage. Durza's easy. She takes the damage.
Yeah, let's give it to Carmelo.
Okay. Alrighty. And Rihanna?
I have a question.
Yes.
I forget the rule, but isn't there a thing where you can buy an adventure with mana?
Yeah, but we're not doing that on these games because the games will go on forever if we do it.
Alright.
It's 20 mana anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. Not a concern for me, I guess.
5, 6, 7, 8. No, certainly not. Alright, Rihanna, you're going to lose 2 mana because this is that curse where you lose 3, but you gained 1 from rolling doubles. So
Okay.
we're going to take you down to 10. And then, not 102, hold on. Just so everybody knows, one of the other ultimate spells is if you do manage to get to 50, you can just auto win the game. Alrighty, let's see.
One time.
We did see that one time. It was incredible.
Yeah, it was an incredible one-time situation.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
We've seen like hundreds of games, and that's the only time that I ever saw that. Alright, Beth. 5. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have landed on Rihanna's Disintegration Field. Now, Rihanna, you don't get to really... Well, I guess you do. So Beth's got 2 characters that have 3 health each. One of them has to take a damage.
They're both mages.
Yes.
The first one.
Okay, we're going to do Orrail, which is one of the characters from the Tellus universe. Aaron Canton wrote a book called Practical Warrior, I believe, and Orrail is one of the villains in that story. Alrighty, let's go over to Brandon next. Got doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a thief chamber, so you would be able to buy it. So let's zoom in on that real quick. So this is 2 adventurers take 1 damage. Next turn, the player rolls a die and moves backwards. So you could buy this for 1 mana if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay. And let's go back up here and go to the token layer. And throw a blue token on there as well.
So did I did I get a mana for getting doubles and then lose a mana for getting the chamber?
So I just did the math. You would have gained
Okay.
1, so you would have been up to 12, and then I just took the 2 away to get you down to 10.
Okay.
My brain works a little too fast sometimes.
Well, I thought you said 1, that's why I was confused.
Yeah, I didn't do a good enough job of explaining it.
It's okay.
All right, Steve. All right, we got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You made it past your favorite room.
Woo.
All right, so Brandon, you're going to decide which one of Steve's adventures is going to take a damage here. So let's go over here to his adventures. Did I hear something or not?
No, because I was waiting for the screen to load.
Oh, okay.
Let's do the Cobalt Knight.
Okay, Carmella. For whatever reason, Carmella is like the one that everybody always focuses on when she's in the game. So we're going to have you roll one more time, Steve, and we're going to take the value of your left die. So we're going to move you 6 spaces forward, and you're not going to trigger the effects of the room that you land in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Safe here, and next turn you'll definitely be moving your way past the entrance and getting 2 mana. Rihanna, you also will be making your way past. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another chamber that we have yet to see. Let's see the chamber first real quick. It is another curse. So a player loses one of their rooms, or a player sacrifices one of their adventures.
Sacrifice the 1 health.
Alright, so let's give you your mana. You are, like, determined to haunt that one room, aren't you?
I just want to be included.
Alright, Beth. Where are we here? What is going on? My Steam Deck does not want to play nice for some reason. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, again, no cleric here. So, let's give you your 2 mana, and then we're going to have to talk about who's taking damage. So you've got the 2 mages. One of them has to take 1 damage, and then Jindara is taking a damage.
Alright, let's take the damage on Straka.
Okay. Alrighty. We're starting to whittle people down here. No one as bad as Rihanna, but people are getting whittled.
That's very doable.
Alright. Brandon, let's see what you got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have landed on... This is Beth's, right? The Arcane Imp. 1 adventurer takes 1 damage. A lot to work with here, Beth.
Let's do it on Virgil.
Okay. Alright, and that Imp... The second effect only happens when an adventurer dies, so we don't have to do anything too crazy here. Steve, let's move you next. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll put you back in your acid pit. That is like the theme of today's game. You are home
Yes.
indeed. Alright, would that be a chamber that you'd like to buy again?
Sure.
Okay.
See if I can hold on to it for a round.
Right.
It's a slippery acid pit.
It really is.
Yep.
Alright, Rihanna? Another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the second to last chamber to be revealed.
Oh god.
Alright, and we've got Vengeful Titan.
What?
And you have the only card left is a warrior, so you can buy this one. This is a nasty chamber. 1 adventurer takes 4 damage.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun haunting that.
Alright, so we're down to 7. And let's put a token on there for you before I forget to do that.
Hooray.
Hooray! Okay, and back to player 1. Alright, Beth. Beth, you got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are back onto the rat lair. So Brandon, what is this? 2 adventurers take 1 damage. There you go.
Do I decide or does he?
Brandon, you decide.
We'll just do the first 2.
Alrighty. Last gasp of air for these 2. And Brandon, let's have you move next. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 3 mana. The dungeon really, really likes you today. If you guys could, I think banding against Brandon would work out for everybody. Steve?
That assumes we can hold on to a room.
Right.
Yeah, will the dice allow it?
Right.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Blinding Cloud once again. It's not destruction, so let's be thankful for those things. So this one, again, Brandon, 1 adventurer takes 1 damage, so you're going to determine which one of these adventurers is going to take a damage.
Well, let's spread the love. Kitha. We'll do Kitha.
Okay. And Matt wants... Let's have everybody do a stretch. Matt just redeemed some of his quest coins, so make sure everybody's limber as we go down this last stretch of this game. And that nerdy Kev says to hydrate. You guys can join me in that if you want. Steve, do 1 more roll for me, and we're going to see if you move forward or backwards with the Blinding Cloud.
Yep.
Alrighty, so we're moving 5 ahead. Let me zoom out. That was in way too big. So again, we're not going to curse you there. We're not triggering the effects of that room. Blinding Cloud is one of those nice cards. Alright. Rihanna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another chamber that is undiscovered.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, this one is a card that you cannot buy because you no longer have a mage. If the player has less than 10 mana, 1 adventurer takes 1 damage. If they have more than 10, they take 2 damage. Now you're lucky because you only have the 7, so Eldon's down to 2 health.
Oh boy.
You're kicking it around for a little bit. And Beth, let's head over to you real quick. Got 5. Oop, I did not mean to shrink you. I meant to move you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I feel like this is one of the ones that you land on a little bit too. So, Rihanna, for the first time in 3 weeks, ever since we started doing this live, you get to kill an adventurer.
Oh man. Kill Straka.
Straka? Straka's gone. Alright.
Why is Straka?
Now...
No.
I got 2 dead, man.
Well, we don't know yet what's going to happen this turn. Kev says hydrate again, everybody. It's a hot day. Now, here's the other thing. It's been a while since we had to read this, but if the adventurer dies, the player immediately rolls and moves again. So, Beth, let's have you roll 1 more time. Okay, so we got 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you've landed on Rihanna's favorite chamber, but it's one that Brandon owns. Let's give you your 2 mana real quick. So if we were playing with buying new adventurers, you could have a new adventurer right now, but I know everybody's got a trim timeline. So Brandon, this one is 1 adventurer, takes 2 damage. So you can either take Jandara down to 1, or you can kill Aurel.
Okay, so does that trigger the death thing again where she rolls?
Nope, that was just the disintegration field.
Alright, yeah, then we'll just take out the 1.
Okay. So, Rihanna, you are not the only person with just 1 adventurer left. You... All right. Let's see if Brandon finally gets his comeuppance in this game. We got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is the first time that I think in like 10 spins around the board that you're actually taking damage, Brandon. So this is one adventurer takes 4 damage, and Rihanna, you own it. So you can kill a character.
Kill it.
Kill it. All right, Brandon. Brandon,
No hesitation.
kill it.
Do I get to pick the character? Okay. Well, doesn't that one, if it
Yep.
dies, then I get to move back to the front?
You get to. You don't have to.
I'd like to do that. Though.
Okay. So you're not going to get any mana for landing on the entrance, but it will move
That's
you.
fine.
It'll move you over there. So let's do a select, a move, and then let's.
I don't like this room. I want to go away.
Yep, I get that. I don't want to be in this place any more than I have to. All right, Beth. Let's see if you make it through this spin of the rooms. Oh wait, did I? I'm sorry. It was Steve, right?
Yep.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
All right, we got 3, so we're going to 1, 2, 3, and the first time that anyone's landed on Demon Door, you do still have your Thief. You just gained 2 mana. Let's put that mana in there before I forget it, just to take it away, I'm sure. So this one is one adventurer takes 2 damage. The player moves forward 5 spaces where they trigger the effect of the chamber they land on. So we'll give this to you. And 4 mana coming back out, bringing you back down to 5. Now, Rihanna, you get to take a roll, and we'll see if you survive this next movement. All right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the first time in this game, I feel like the dice gods were looking out for you. So you are up to 10 mana now. All right, now Beth, now you can go. Now you do have to roll a 5 or higher, and that did not happen. So I think this one is what? One adventurer takes 2 damage. Not a lot of choices here. Brandon, you can tell me if you want it to be Jindara, but it's going to be Jindara.
Yeah.
Oh, Jindara.
I choose door number 3.
Right. All right, Brandon, let's see your move. Double 1s. So you've landed in a cleric chamber, so you're not going to be able to buy this one. You're going to take some damage. 1 damage to 2 adventurers. So let's give you your mana before I forget that too.
Oh, because my cleric died, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and Steve. Double 1s as well. You're going to get 3 mana because you landed on the mana stream. And Rihanna.
Wait, didn't he get another one?
I gave him 3, right?
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep. Alright, also doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. You landed in chamber that you cannot buy. Now you're lucky. Eldon's still alive here, I believe. Yep, down to 1. But next turn you have to roll a 5 or higher.
Oh, boy.
Alright, and Beth, let's move you 2. Alright, so you got out of the web. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and safe in your own chamber.
Yay!
Brandon? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Safe in your own chamber. Almost in the Vengeful Titan's grasp yet again. Steve? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, it's your friend the Gelatinous Cube. Alright, you have the mana, and you have the thief.
Right.
There we go.
That's good.
Good old times. Okay, let's throw this over here to
And
4.
visit with you gelatin shots.
There you go. All right.
That would be the most horrible way to die.
Just trick someone into taking gelatinous cube shots. All right, Rihanna. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And
Oh no.
yeah, your journey has ended.
Aw.
Beth, you don't have to make any choices. Eldon just dies to the arcane imp. So we'll take him down to 0.
I would be such a venge spirit if this thing continues.
Alright, so here's the deal. For those who have not played deep enough into a Quantum Quest game, every chamber that Rihanna owns now deals double damage if you land on them. So this will get the game moving. This will get the game moving a lot. Beth, let's see if you last this round. You got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 3 mana. Still in this game.
Alright.
Brandon? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've landed on Ironbark Golem. This is 1 adventure. It takes 2 damage. You don't have the cleric, so you can't buy it, but someone's taking some damage.
Virgil.
Okay. Yeah, at this point it doesn't matter. If you land on Vengeful Titan, everybody's dying.
Yeah.
Alright, Steve?
This is a reminder.
One, 2, 3, 4. So we're in Blinding Cloud, one of your favorites again. So let's add that in there real quick. And this one I think was just 1 damage to someone. So this was 1 adventure takes 1 damage. So Brandon, you get to decide which one's taking that damage.
Let's do the one with 2 hit points.
Okay. Durza's down to 1. Beth, let's see if you can keep this this streak going. Alright, we got doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I want to make sure that I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, Blinding Cloud, same thing that Steve just landed on, and I just realized I needed to have Steve roll again. I don't need to have you roll, Beth. Jandara has met their untimely fate. Let's take that card away, and now all your 1 chamber is haunted now. Alright.
After that.
Alright, Steve, you rolled that 5 for me. Let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you're not cursed or anything like that. You're fine there. Alright, Brandon.
Alright.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fiery Illumination. Again, this is one of the ones that you can't really do anything about. I think it's 1 damage to 2, perhaps? 1 damage to 2 adventurers, so no choices to be made. 3 and 4. And Steve. We got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 3 mana. This really is like 2 titans facing off against each other because you guys still have so much health. Brandon?
Yeah, not for long.
No. We got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Landed in Steve's Gelatinous Cube. This one was 1 adventure takes 1 damage, or 1 adventure takes 2 damage. Steve, the amount of damage determines the effect. So the player would either lose their next turn, or next turn the player can't capture rooms.
Let's do 2 damage.
Okay, so we're going to deal 2 damage to either Elmera or Virgil.
Oh, let's do it to Elmera.
Okay, down to her last gasp. And Steve, it's going to be your turn next. We got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you guys are just trading blows at this point. This is 2 adventurers, take 1 damage. Next turn, the player rolls 1 die and moves backwards. So Brandon, you get to deal 1 damage to 2 different adventurers.
Alright, well, let's take out the one with 1 hit point.
Okay.
And then we'll go for Carmella.
Okay. Alright, no more thief. Okay, and let's head back to your roll, Brandon. Oop.
Now, did I lose my turn, or did I lose the chance to buy?
You lost the chance to buy. So you're,
Okay.
and for the most part, I think you're okay, because I don't think that there's any thief chambers on the board. Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to know which one it was, because we didn't say which one was which. So,
Yeah, it was 2 damage, and then the lack of the ability to buy. You're
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Now, here's the problem. You just hit the curse that everyone was hitting earlier on,
Yeah.
and you're going to have to choose either Blinding Cloud or Wind Blades to lose.
We'll just do Wind Blades.
Okay. All right, and since it's within 3 spaces from this card, one of your adventurers is going to take 2 damage.
Well, I think it should be Virgil.
Okay. All right, things are getting dicey.
Dicey.
All right, so we're going to roll 1 die, Steve, and go backwards. Did you already roll?
I did.
All right, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've landed on a curse of your own. So this is player loses 1 of their rooms or player sacrifices 1 of their adventurers. You have a decent amount of rooms to lose,
Yeah.
but you also have, yeah, your adventurers are kind of healthy. So you've got the Demon Door, which is a pretty nasty one. Acid Pit, which we've found is already slippery, and Gelatinous Cube is one that's been kind of slippery too.
Let's toss the demon door. No one seems to be landing on it.
Right. Okay, that one's gone. And Brandon, let's move you again. And we got 3. 1, 2, 3. We have landed on Beth's Haunted Arcane Imp. So this is 1 adventure takes 1 damage, but it's going to be 2 damage. So Beth, you are going to slay someone, and we're going to take away 1 of Brandon's mana because the Arcane Imp is going to take that mana away.
Was that your ghost?
Let's play
That's your ghost.
let's play Virgil.
All right, our Warforged has met his untimely demise.
No. 00101
All right, Steve,
I'll just stay where I'm at.
you are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, dip.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Rihanna, you wanted to be included.
Yes, I did.
Who do you want to deal 8 damage to?
The first one.
Keitha?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Bye, Keitha.
Carmel is my great grandma's name. I can't.
Alrighty.
I don't think I'm making it out of this next land.
This is intense. This is the closest game I think we've had.
I'm just so happy that the ghost got a chance to haunt.
Alright, so this is fun. Steve.
You have chosen poorly.
Alright, so would you like me to just drop you down 1 mana and you could buy this one, Brandon?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You're welcome.
Alright, let's throw that token on there.
Just barely survive it. Limping my way to a demon door.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Steve. Let's see if that cost you the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have landed on a mage one. This is Mana Inferno. If you have less than 10 mana, you take 1 damage. If you have more, so you're taking 1 damage. Carmella is down to 2. Okay, and
All in all, that was pretty much wrong.
yeah, really.
With how everything else has been going. Yeah.
Alright, we got doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And man, this is working out for you. So you can buy your chamber back for 2 mana if you want. 1 mana, really.
Let's do it.
Okay. bring you down to 13. You did roll doubles. Steve, you got 6. 1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 3 mana in total.
Oh, wow. You're both holding on by a thread.
You're like my
Yeah. Bella's just dragging herself by her fingers.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are on Disintegration Field. This is 2 damage now. Is that it? Ah, that's it. I am
Oh,
enthralled by how close that came. Good job, Steve. All right, Steve is our champion for game 3. Skin of his teeth.
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir. All right, let's real quick give everybody a chance to talk again before we close this show. So, Beth, let's hear a little bit more about where people can find you and what projects you've got coming up.
yeah, so I put 2 links in the stream chat. One is my company, wolfgrove.media. My author website is bethconnor.com. I've got an anthology coming out with Wolfgrove that's kind of a thriller, horror, multiple stories, and my next Beth Connor thing is a paranormal mystery.
Awesome. All right, Brandon, you're up next.
Alright, I can post something for, like, I have a Linktree link that has socials for, like, all my stuff, like my Twitch, my Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. And then I also, my children's book is also on Amazon, just for Dan the Gnome Knight, if you want to check it out, see what it looks like.
Excellent. Steve?
Again, you can look at Wolfgrove Media, my author page is there, but you can also check out Crossroads Cantina, which I think will be added for some podcasts. Kind of fun.
Awesome. And Rihanna?
I mean, you'll recap all of our stuff at the very end.
That's
so,
true.
I mean, but I will say, we are going in Lehigh Comic-Con August, what weekend?
The Comic-Con is Labor Day week. The Comic-Con is the 6th of August, and the PA Ren Fair, the Bucks County Ren Fair, is the Labor Day weekend.
Weekend, yeah, we're going to be at Doylestown, or the PA Run Fair in Doylestown. No, Bucks County.
Right, right.
Also, I'd like to mention that even though I was at Spider Chamber, in real life, I killed a spider that was in our bedroom, and that's a big deal.
There you go. That's a win, especially considering how arachnophobic you are.
Yeah.
Immediate payback.
Right.
Virtual
All right, we're going to swing this over to the show closing page. Once again, thank you to all our players. I'll probably do one more thank you after we're done closing the show. But folks, on the screen right now, you should see all the places that you can find Tellust out there on the internet. Tellust.com is a great first place to start because it'll take you to our other projects. We have 2 premium pages that you can go to. Patreon.com/Tellust is where you can get digital versions of the battle maps that we make on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we also have art posts that we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tellus.etsy.com will bring you 2 physical premium goods that you can get, such as our 18 by 36 inch battle maps. They look great, they feel great. You can use them as mouse pads after you're done using them for your tabletop campaigns. We also have posters, bookmarks, and stickers on the Etsy store, and we also have Rihanna's one-of-a-kind handcrafted magic wands, Weird Witch Wands, which you can see on TikTok.com/@WeirdWitchWands. She does nice little vignettes for everything there, so you can see those cool things. And you got to check them out now because, as she mentioned, we're going to be going to the Lehigh Comic-Con and the Bucks County Renaissance Fair, and they might be gone by that time. So make sure you check them out now if you have any gifts that you want to get for anybody leading into like the start of the school year. The other TikTok channel that you should check out is TikTok.com/@TalesOfTellust. As Rihanna mentioned earlier, Luna has a video that has 6.1 million views. We went viral last month or earlier this month. I can't remember, and it's just been crazy. So yeah, check that out. And then the last 2 places that I'll bring your attention to, youtube.com/@WorldOfTellust is where you can see these videos after Twitch knocks them off the platform. But twitch.tv/thattellustguy is the only place where you can chat with us live, watch live QQs with us, tell everybody to stretch and hydrate and put on hats and stuff like that. I am still, Matthew, wearing the headphones on top of my head. Yeah, it's a good time, and you can get more quest coins to maybe even queue up for a future game of Quantum Quest with us, and play with us on Thursdays. That's going to be it for today. Once again, I want to thank all my players for joining me. It was another fun dungeon run, and we will be back in 2 weeks with 4 more victims. In the meantime, we're going to be heading out of this hot room downstairs, and I miss you.